Unfortunately, most of you know that is the red light of death on my PlayStation 3. In this video I'm going to show you how to fix that. If you take a look on my channel, look at the video by DJWHETZEL. Tells you how to get into the PS3. Don't be afraid, crack into it, and you can look at some of his instructions, and also you can come back and look at some of mine, and I can show you a couple other tricks. So we'll get on to this and see in a little bit. Alright, when you guys get to this point here, which is basically the top off and the disk drive out, stop, take a couple deep breaths, because at the end of every one of these ribbon cables is a black latch on all of them, small ones, big ones. Now, the last time I was in here, I broke my latch because I was in a hurry. So I've actually broken a razor blade and had to jam the ribbon cable into the contraption there, and then to keep it in, I broke a razor blade, shoved it in there, and super glued it. It worked and still works, but if I can give you any advice, it is to go slowly when you get to this point. Be very careful. Alright, when you guys get here, be sure to use something like stainless steel wipes or something to clean the thermal compound off of these things. If you don't, you will have problems. So be sure to clean those really nicely and make sure you have some decent thermal compound. That's what I use. Buy it at Radio Shack. The other thing is all the people out there that are using the blow dryer and tipping the PlayStation 3 upside down in a box. I just want all of you to know that basically you're just frying your Xbox even worse. You're not replacing any of the burnt out thermal compound that you need. So you'll have to eventually do that every hour. So this is the way to do it if you have to do it. I'm doing it with a hairdryer instead of a heat gun, and it actually works better for me. It lasted a month longer the second time I did it when I did it with that instead of my heat gun. Alright, as you can see, it's pretty much apart, and I'll start reflowing here in a minute. Alright, for a successful reflow of a motherboard, the motherboard has actually got to go from very cool to very warm, and then back to cool slowly. So on this side, we're going to start for about 3 minutes, and do not concentrate on any specific area. I'm going to concentrate just kind of on the whole board. Start at about 5 inches off and get all the way down to about 1.5 inches off the board. I'm going to do this for about 2 minutes, and then I'll flip it over. Alright, so about 2 minutes on this side. Gets it fairly warm, but not steaming hot by any means. So we'll flip it. And on this side we'll start about 10 inches off of the motherboard all the way down to about 1 inch. We are going to go in kind of a square / circle pattern, in then out, in then out, and we'll do this for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to concentrate on these two pieces of metal here, and we'll do real tight circles over those. for about 2 minutes, keeping in mind that the entire board has to stay roughly the same temperature. So I'll go ahead and do this and kind of show you little parts throughout the way. Now we're cooling down, so I got it about 10 inches above the board, and we'll end up at about 2 feet above the board when we get there. But just slowly pull back and let the board cool down slowly. Now we're at about 3 feet away from the board. Alright, that needs to sit for about 15 minutes. So far I'm into the whole project. About 9 minutes to tear it all the way down. And then about 15 minutes total time of air on that thing. So break that up as you wish. 15 minutes of air needs to be put on that though. Alright, get back in a minute. Alright guys, got the motherboard back in the exterior casing. Got our thermal compound on. Don't be cheap on the thermal compound. It's an important part of this. Speaking of cheap, I know 90% of us would probably go out and buy a new PlayStation 3 if the economy wasn't so bad. So I think we're all in the same boat. Got to fix what we've got. Let's see. Should take me about 15 minutes to put this back together. If I run into anything you need to know on the way, I'll put it on here. Alright you guys, make sure you go slow. For instance, that guy right there. I caught myself, he was only about halfway plugged in. Make sure you just push all the plugs in tight, go slow. Unfortunately, you will be doing this again. If you plan to keep the same PlayStation, you will be doing this again. So I have actually only put in about half the screws. So you can do that if you'd like. Put in the screws that will just do the job, and that way you can get it open easier next time. Another kind of shortcut is you don't actually have to take the fan out. This whole fan assembly just pops right off. But just go slow your first time, and you'll get better and better as you go. Alright, just about to put the hard drive back in and the top on. Now all I do is just slide the top on. I don't actually put that one little screw back in because it's the pain. The first screw you take out, I don't actually put that back in. So, moment of truth, I'll go let's go fire it up and see if it works. Alright, the moment of truth. Oh yes. Alright, so those of you that run into the problem of your remotes not working, got to go back in and take out this piece here. and plug the ribbon cord in that you forgot to plug in. It's on the bottom of that right there. That's it for the moment. Good luck and good gaming. Alright, one more word to the wise. Don't set your PlayStation up like that. Set it flat like it is. Because if you think about it, when the motherboard gets hot and things start to disconnect from it, having it upright, the gravity will actually pull down on it. When I had mine upright, it only lasted about a month. When I had left it like this, it lasted 3.5 months. So I know it looks cooler the other way, but this way it makes more sense.